Hey, I'm Brian Van, SportbikeTrackGear.com. Today we're going to break down the Driven Racing Halo fuel cap install on our 2022 Yamaha R7 STG project bike. Okay, this install is really simple, right? Very basic, probably the most complicated thing, and it's funny because I kind of screwed it up a little bit, and we're just going to go ahead and show you that. My bad. What's trimming the OEM gasket, right? It's basically a kind of a trim ring that goes between the fuel tank cover, the tank, and the gas cap itself. I'm going to show you the trick how to get the key out of the fuel cap once you've removed it from the bike. Tools that we need, right? This one's really complicated. You're going to need a 4mm T-handle or Allen wrench and a pair of scissors. Super simple. Install up next. Okay, so let's dive right into this install. This one is really pretty simple. Start off by grabbing your key. You need to open the fuel cap like so. Remember, the key does not just pull right out. You're going to want to remove these three fasteners from the outer ring that I'm showing you right now. This is a 4mm T-handle that I'm using, internal hex fasteners. Superbike Shop, Evansville Superbike Shop. That's where I got this bike from my buddy Gary Virgin over there in Indiana. If anyone who's watching this is local or even regional to Gary and you're looking for really anything to ride, I think he even sells lawnmowers and shit too. Give them a look. Racer owned, great people. Okay, so the fuel cap now is loose, and you're going to notice when you go to pull this thing out, what's going on there? This is your factory vent. It's got this little orange colored nipple situation. So what I did is I lifted up on that little black trim piece. It's part of this trim ring. We'll show you here in a second. And I'm going to kind of hold on to that nipple and just manipulate it and get it to slide past. Kind of pulled that out a little bit. You're not going to reuse any of that, so it doesn't matter. So key, you want your key back, right? Because I mean, you can't put the key in the ignition like this. What you need to do is you need to compress this until you hear the click, and then your key can pull out. Show you that one more time, okay? Push in. I got my index finger and my thumb, like so. You got to push in, and then turn the key over, and you're able to pull it out. The Driven Racing Halo fuel cap base. Okay, this bike comes with this rubber trim ring right here in this area. Okay, and you're going to notice right away, oh snap, that's not going to drop right in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that out. It's rubberized, pretty easy to do. This is going to mark the back portion. That is where that vent was, right? That little nipple. And let's kind of line these up and see why it won't drop down in there. Got two areas of conflict. One is right up here with the forwardmost bolt, and the other one is going to be over here by the vent that Driven has integrated into this fuel cap. I want to reuse this because it just gives it a much cleaner look. You have that seal in there, it just looks better. You want to preserve this. Okay, so what we're going to do, so I've got a pair of scissors from the toolbox, and I'm going to trim these two ears off. None of this is going to be seen, you know, it's all underneath the cap, so I don't think you have to be super worried about it, how it turns out, but I mean, obviously try and do a clean job. Like so. I'm going to do the same thing here with the other one. All right. Give you a look at what I did there, see if that's enough. If it's not, we'll grab like a razor or something and trim a little further. And I ended up cutting the wrong damn side off. My bad. Got to cut the other side off. All right. I think I had it upside down when I did that. And now that just drops right in there. It's going to be super clean, right? It's going to look nice and factory right around the tank. Need to reinstall this. Just kind of push it down in here. And you'll see that just kind of slides in between the fuel tank and the tank cover. If you remember our bodywork video, we show you how all the factory bodywork comes off of this bike and goes back on. This bike has a fuel tank cover, like we saw with the R3. All right, like so. Make sure your gasket right here is in place. That's what seals up. This vent is going to allow it to vent to the atmosphere, so you're good there. The ship's complete with these 3 fasteners. They're all black in color. The OE fasteners were silver in color. They wouldn't really look very good with this. The fuel cap itself, the insert, is available typical driven style in multiple colors. We're kind of sticking with the whole blue theme here on our Yamaha R7. Making a couple of passes here. You want to torque them down nice and even. Once you get them all seated, kind of go around and apply final torque. These are small fasteners. There's no reason to go bananas on these. What you see there is more than sufficient. Like so. Look at that. Look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. Clean off my tank. I need to get some spray over here. There you have it. There is our driven racing halo fuel cap install on our 2022 Yamaha R7 STG project bike. If you have any questions, leave those in the comments section of this video. I answer all that stuff myself, and I'm always here to help you get the same result I did from our project.